Hello, and welcome to my YouTube channel. In this lesson, I intend to show you how to make your own heart-shaped whistle perfect for attaching to a keychain or to a necklace. This video should be very short, taking you less than 10 minutes to complete, and as you can see, the entire design uses 5 shapes in total. That being said, let's begin. The first thing that we will do in Tinkercad is we will click on Create, and we will create a new 3D design. Once we go into our design, the first thing that we should do is click on the name to change it to something that will be easy to find in the future. For example, I made this one Heart Whistle. The first thing that we will have to do to create our heart whistle is we will go to the Basic Shapes tab, and we will scroll down until we find this brown heart right here. We will drag one in, and the only thing we need to do to it is change its height to be 4.5. That done, we can begin working on the inner part of the whistle. The first thing that we will have to do for that is drag in a cylinder. We will change the diameter of our cylinder to be 10, and we will change the height to be 2.5. Next, we need a hole-shaped cylinder, and we need this cylinder to have a diameter of 5. Now we will click and drag to select the 2 shapes. As you can see right here, I have 2 selected, and then I will click on the Align tool. Now, I will line these 2 shapes up at their centers on the ground. So here in the middle, and then here in the middle. Now I will group the 2 shapes together by clicking this button. The next shape that we will need is this green roof shape. So I will go ahead and drag one in. Now I'm going to have to rotate this shape twice. First, I will rotate by clicking on this black arrow here, and I will rotate it on the inner circle until it gets to -90 degrees, as you can see right here. Rotate on the inside so it snaps into place and you have an easier time. Next, we will rotate our shape again. This time, we rotated it by 90 degrees. Next, I will hit the D key on the keyboard to lift our shape up and put it back on the work plane everything else is on. So when I hit the D key, you can see the shape was lifted up to be put on the plane. Now, I am going to adjust the width of our shape to be 5, and the length of our shape to be 10. I will then adjust the height of our shape to be 2.5. Now, moving the arrow keys, I can move this roof into position with the tube that I made earlier. That's good. The next shape that we need is one of these boxes. So go ahead and click and drag it in. We are going to adjust the length of our box to be 15, and we are going to adjust the width of our box to be 1. Last, we adjust the height of our box to be 2.5. Then, we can use the arrow keys to move this into position with the other shapes. I will zoom in so you can see how I have lined the shapes up. And then I will click and drag to select all 3 shapes, and I will group them together into one. Next, I will change this shape that I've created into a hole by clicking this button here. The next thing that I will do is rotate this shape 45 degrees, like so. I'm sorry, -45 degrees, like so. Then I will click on this black arrow that turns red when I mouse over it, and I will lift this shape up 1 millimeter off the ground, as you can see right here. Then I can move my shape into position with the heart. I need to make sure that it is inside and there's a place for me to blow into it and also a place for the sound to come out of our whistle. That looks good to me, so now I can click and drag, and I can group these two shapes together. If you are having a hard time moving your shape into position, what you can do is you can click on the heart, and by clicking on the color, you can make it transparent. Making it transparent makes it easier to see where exactly the inner channel of the whistle is going to be. Now this whistle is perfectly functional. However, I would like to add a little hole so it could be put on a keychain or a necklace. In order to do so, I will drag in one of these cylinders, and I'm going to set the diameter to be 7. You can make this larger or smaller depending on your keychain or necklace. Then I will move this cylinder into position, like so. Make sure your hole does not interfere with the inner part of the whistle. Group them together, and there we go. We have a whistle ready to be printed and either given as a gift or used for yourself. I hope you found this video entertaining. If you did, please give it a like, and if you'd like to see more projects like this, please consider subscribing to my channel. It goes a long way towards motivating me to make more videos. Either way, I'm Zeke, and I hope you have a happy Valentine's Day.